All right, so the time is 6:02 and I call the July 23rd Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Comments? Next.
we have read the minutes and to make a motion that they be.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence and announcements. For some announcements, Senator Summers will be here next Tuesday at 5:30 for legislative updates.
Okay. I will not be here.
But what's going on here, the public is ready to attend, it'll be posted, we'll send out a little announcement about it. So that'll be put out.
Is that just gonna be, that's not gonna be a selectman meeting? Right?
No,
That's just gonna be-
it's just her.
Okay.
It's just asked if she could do like a town hall kind of meeting thing for the residents
In here?
in here. Yeah, we can meet her.
Okay.
So there's that, and if you notice outside.
I did see the bus as I was rolling out. I was like, come to Allentown?
Yeah, our senior bus came, so we're still in the process of figuring out the plans on how we're gonna use it. And I talked to Karen Britt because it says on the side of it that it's dedicated to her dad. As being our first president of or chair of our elderly commission, and he was also involved in the senior group and stuff, so. I would like to do like a little dedication ceremony for the. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think a dedication that a ribbon actually over the doorway.
So we were talking about maybe doing that at the next elections meeting.
Okay. I'm here 2 weeks from today, so.
I figured it
You're that week, yeah.
So that'll be fun. So we can do that before the selections.
The next selectmen's meeting is actually 3 weeks.
It's August 13th, I think.
Okay.
Because there's an extra
I'm
week in there.
I'm at Yagu, but I can come back for that. That's 15 minutes, so.
Okay.
So,
It's August
yes,
13th, so I was just
Okay.
gonna see, I'll check with Jim and see if that works for him. And let's see what time it does.
sounds good.
Road project, so. We're working on some road projects. And
Is this coming off of the plan or is this stuff we already have?
this is stuff we already have lined up. This is, instead of going out to bid for contractors for some road projects. We were looking to go off state bids because we can go off the state bid without having to go out to bid. So there's two projects that we're looking at, actually. One is with AM Sealers, who is on the state bid. This is for, I think they're not on the state bid, they're under $5,000 and they did quotes on this. So AM Sealer falls into the policy of under $5,000. They wanted to use AM Seal for crash zoning. It came to 4,600, so it's under 5,000. So then the state bid is for NES, doing the asphalt services, and this is for fog sealing. The roads that I'm looking at are Sand Hill Road, High Top, Wilson, Rachel Lane, for $23,556. And that's for bond ceiling, that's like to disable the number to protect the public lands. And then the other one was for Selectmen asphalt, same company, state bid. And this is for Brown Road for $107,800, and that's for chip sealing.
Oh,
That's and the guard, so then we have some guardrails. This is to in replace of, right, the older way of doing it was using poles with like tight cables. It's getting really, really hard to find those cables now. And the state's switching a lot of them to guardrails. So, Atlas Industrial Services, they are a state bid for guardrails. And we would like to, Public Works would like to use them for guardrail.
What's the cost difference between guardrails and the old
A
style?
lot.
Like the guardrails are a lot more expensive.
Yes.
What's it?
So we have roads that it depends on how much money. I don't think we had enough to do all the stuff they want to do with the guardrails, but the roads they're looking at are Brown Road, sections of Setauket Turnpike, Gardner Road, and Forge Hill Road. At North Shore Road. So there's 7 locations where they see that we need them. The total cost of those 7 locations comes to $100,815. So it depends on how much money we have and which locations will get them.
Is for Forge Hill, is the new bridge? Would the guardrails be covered there? Are we gonna put in new guardrails that would then be replaced in a couple of years by the bridge work?
I think that this is a different spot, but that's a good shape. You're right. I think that this is. So probably not, but I will double check with them.
Okay.
I think we just want a motion to. Joe Services and NS, New England Asphalt Services as the state bid for those road projects.
For Atlas and NES for the bids as described.
And we have AMC. Yeah.
Names.
So those are the projects that they're working on. They're on that. And the company come back and finish the crack sealing on there. There's some spots that need to be done. And then they're gonna start, now that they know they can do this, company, they're gonna start the chip seal. And those are, these are all.
Yeah.
Finance report attached.
I have a couple of things I can add to it. This is the extended expenditure report. Well, we've expended since June 24th.
Transaction detail by check.
Yep.
Yep.
So I've got almost all the expenses in for the 23-24 budget year. I'm just waiting for a couple more, so I'll have a final tally for you guys on what we did and what we spent for the full year at the next meeting. The auditors were in, they did their interim audit, which kind of audits our control features to make sure we're all doing things on an internal level appropriately. And they're coming in September to start the final audit. So I think that's about all I have.
Actually, the way to acoustic check is on.
It must come up when I put his name in.
number 32273.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one he's requesting be canceled. And then, rewritten out to Brian Collins, which it was written out to him for the farmer's market, so that's fine.
Oh, maybe they gave it to me as acoustic,
Yeah, they probably gave it to you as the, without. his name
Oh,
on it.
cause I know, I remember putting that
So
in.
that's what he meant by his letter.
Okay, which number was it?
32273. Like.
Yep.
See it?
Mhm. I'll have to put a stop payment on it.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to return the check.
But he can't cash it, so either way, I can ask him.
I'll have to look it up.
Any other questions? Chris?
No.
Right, and then the treasurer report is attached. Investments and interest earned for the month of June was $198, so the whole fiscal year, that would be the end of the fiscal year, so the total for the fiscal year was $176,894. So that's pretty good.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's almost a mil.
Yeah, it's gotta be like 28.
Yeah, so that's great.
That's savings to everyone.
Yeah,
We're working on some projects to try to make that higher.
Crypto, it all.
I think isn't there a thing going on where you can't do that with municipalities?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. In rounds.
Probably.
Regulation. Yep.
And the banking provider, we're still working on that, so hopefully, guys, I can, it's like on here by the 23rd, but I think it's good. Everything ordered. Municipal complex improvement project, we're still waiting for that to get finished. Trip grant,
They're doing the surveying.
I'm trying to remember if that's the sidewalk or the other.
That's a sidewalk.
Can we?
And more confusing, I'll tell you what's coming up, so that's the sidewalks, yeah, they've been out surveying.
I can do that. Skip, yes.
Yeah, just put in parentheses, sidewalks.
Well, I will.
Sidewalks number 1 is what it looks like. So we'll see, yeah, sidewalk number 2 coming up.
Excellent.
So, yeah, they're in the process of surveying that, the CIF grant, the work on that, and we got the permission to award it fully to Builder. And we were waiting, I think we're still waiting for them to say we can go forward.
No, we can't go forward. No, we're waiting for the timeline from them
Yeah,
to see what's a meeting, doing a meeting with them.
Yeah. oh, and we were looking for, people to put on a committee for that too. So if anyone's interested in being on, this is for the water study, so. Me, Julie, John, the 2 people from the water company.
We were looking for,
Yeah, there's one for this, for downtown and one for Venice Circle, so ideally it would be possibly a resident or a business from up here and a resident from down there. I have someone interested, I'm gonna leave out. I didn't actually form for it to write up to think of forming committees, I will have to do that too.
Okay.
Tax refund, did we have tax refund?
Yep. I'm gonna print them for you.
Alright, so we can move back to that. No, we gotta put it out.
Yes, so we're ready to put the snowplow bids out. I have that ready too.
So I'll just go to the community connectivity grant, which is the surprise grant that we got. This was a grant we applied for last year or the year before.
Yep.
For last year. It's for sidewalks of 8th Street around Field, and then connecting like where the brewery's being built, once 60. Yeah. To 49.
Yeah.
That sidewalk's there.
Yeah.
So, we didn't get it last year. But when we didn't get it, they asked me, well, do you want us to hold on to it? So if money comes in,
Yeah.
we can consider you.
Oh, so you didn't even have to resubmit, you
Yeah,
just held our
we just held
application
on
and
to
said,
So
hey, we got more money. Okay.
this was like last Monday, I come in and I see later today, Governor Lamont will be announcing the 6th round of community connectivity program awards. We are pleased to inform you that the town of Allentown will receive $9,200 network enhancement fund. So.
Okay, roll like sidewalks.
So I was like,
And the walking track.
and then, yeah, on the walking track.
As part of the Gateway complex.
Yeah, it's the walking track that goes around.
Right, the one that does the outside perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
So now we have 2 sidewalks on the
Okay, at what point do we stop being a town and do we become a city?
Well, we are
I
around
know.
village.
Do you want me to make a copy to you?
No.
Uh,
It's just the factory funds.
Nope, she's got the tackers. Those are the no copies.
So we asked this because we already went out to bid for a sidewalk engineer. We have to do the
Yeah.
surveying and design first. We had asked to see if we had to go out to bid again, or if we could just use the same.
Yeah,
When we were already awarded, and they said we could use the same one we were already awarded.
Oh. awesome.
So we were thinking per our policy, normally we do go out to bid for that. So maybe you guys can just do like a waiver like we do for the state. When the state approved it, that would just do a waiver this time because there's a section of the sidewalk that
Yeah.
overlaps with the 2 grants. And we had it end like in a weird way, but we won't have to do that since we have both of them. So having a one designer makes it obviously better and cheaper, just having the same person design.
Decided to wind up where they're like 2 inches off.
Yeah, yeah, because one was ending it at like a triangle, but we don't need to do that since both of them will be happening, so it's
Yeah.
better to have 2, so
So
just,
we'll probably do that at the next meeting, put together like, a waiver form that we could always use and then use it. At the.
because usually that's what the state asks us, just to send a letter saying, we
Yeah.
waive going out to bid for this because of this reason.
So
And
tax
that's-
refunds?
And that's strictly an internal policy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're using town funds for that piece.
I make a motion that we issue the tax refunds as recommended by the tax collector.
Yep, and this is $35.30 to road and $185.71 to the Rogers and Winfield Bank.
Motion.
Made, I'll second it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
The snowplow bid.
Snowplow.
One's for the salt and one's for the snow.
Both the same.
Yeah, that's the salt.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't want to see snow removal. Because you made one copy of each because you were being conservative. That's it.
Sorry, we were sharing.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, I only see the difference in kilowatt.
Yeah,
First slow.
it's okay. Okay. I make a motion that the de-icing and the plowing bids go out.
I'll second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Snow already.
Woo-hoo.
The union contract, we're still,
No, that was finalized. Didn't you get the email?
yes, but did they sign it yet? And we sign
It's ready for approval. You have to approve it first before they can sign it. You want me to print it?
it? Depends on it. I don't
No.
know what's in it, so. it depends
Nope,
on if
the one
you're
about
fine
printing.
with me. If we already went through it and we've been negotiating back and forth for like a month now. So are
there any surprises in it, or is it
No,
everything we've
it's-
already discussed?
yeah, it's pretty fine.
And.
No, there's no real major changes, just going through what the
Motion to
the
accept.
cost of living is and
Yeah.
everything
Okay,
else
motion
is.
to accept, PW union contract, local 58, council 4. AFSCME.
Mostly it was cleaning up a lot of formatting issues.
Yeah, and unclear things that were
Terminology.
in there that were very vague, so we just kind of like narrowed them down so we understood like when we were trying to do things exactly what it said. In both cases, in theirs and then in ours, because there was stuff that was just too vague.
Keep in mind, the future board of selectmen will go, this makes no sense. Just keep that in mind.
Well,
Oh,
it makes more sense now than it did for us, so.
To you it does, but there'll be a future board of selectmen and go, they're thinking, it makes no sense.
Who knows?
It's it's the legislative
I know.
interpretation problem.
That was the problem, I think, before, is that it was really vague.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like, what does this mean?
so motion made to accept.
And I'll second that, so, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's approved, the contract, the new contract for public service. Auction items,
Is this, the old vehicles?
this is an old old tractor,
So it is
an old plow truck and.
1989 loader, the little lawn tractor. Let me see, I'll tell you the exact things. It's out on govdeals.com. It ends Wednesday. So these are the three, the 2007 International dump truck with plow.
Yeah.
And the 2004 John Deere lawn tractor and the 1989 John Deere loader. So all three of them are out on the Gov Deals for auction. It doesn't tell you individual. There's a different page. I always have trouble finding it. Oh, there we go. So right now the loader is $4,550. That's the bid. The John Deere tractor is $1,525 and the dump truck is $3,550. But it's usually the last hour of the auction that everybody really does.
Standard vehicles.
So already I think it's a decent amount for.
Yeah.
I think we paid $5,000 for the John Deere loader. So
We're gonna make money on this deal.
yeah, I probably should say that.
At 45.50, we are already making money. If we got, how much usage did we get out of it?
A lot, we've had it for a while. So,
So it closes Wednesday at 7:30 PM. I don't know why it has a weird.
Say 7:30 AM.
No, no PM. I don't know why PM, but I sent it to the Gov Deals and they set it up. They set the whole thing up.
Okay.
And then,
that's pretty good, but it's our way of getting rid of stuff now.
Awesome.
Cause we started using it for what the Sterling.
yeah, we did it for the loader on the transfer station. It works. It's very simple. You call them up and they do all the work. They put it out there. They do the whole auction for you. And it's a wider field on who's gonna bid on them than what we can do. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Okay, got it.
I can send you the link if you want.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wait a minute, I gotta find it here.